in the prehistoric times, well, as it is described in Western science, when the first words emerged, it was a kind of magic, huh? By naming the sun, sun, by naming the moon, moon, by naming earth, earth, people felt they could control it. They no longer so much needed to fear all these things. They knew it. And there's truth also there, of course, that by naming things, some control is begotten. But only a little bit of truth. It's there. For the rest, all these words and names are useless if we want to find the truth. And when we talk like about a bell, then it's still quite easy to decide. Maybe after an evening talk, what is a bell? But it gets a lot more difficult when we get into philosophy. When we start thinking, okay, what is the soul? What is meditation? What is thinking? What is not thinking? What is enlightenment? Very, very difficult. I mean, for every word we use, we have in our brain also an image. Like, somewhere in my brain there's an image of a bell, like having a very general bell-like shape, and then there it says this is a bell. So that's how it works. We have an image, and we have, like in an encyclopedia. But the problem is also that not all our images are the same. When we talk about things, then we use words, and we think other people are having the same understanding of these words, the same definition of these words, the same image behind these words, but actually that's often very, very different, especially if we start talking about philosophy. But even in a very, very simple way, if I say that, like yesterday I went riding on my horse, then you can picture me as I'm already sitting here, but you've never seen my horse, so you got to kind of decide, is it a white horse or a black horse, or a brown horse? Is it a lady horse or a guy horse? Is it a big horse or a small pony? You don't know. And I don't have a horse, so we're talking a little nonsense here. But it's the problem with all these words. And then especially if we talk about enlightenment, I mean, what picture you have there? What definition you have there? It's useless to start even talking about it, because all the words we're using, we're all having different opinions about. So, it's difficult. And then, with our experience, there's also another problem. You see, here I have this bell, right? I'm gonna hide it behind my bag, right? And the problem now is that you're no longer seeing it, and you can't be 100% sure that it's still there. I mean, maybe it's a magical bell which I had from some really powerful saint high in the Himalayas. And well, I'll just tell you the story, when when he gave it to me, he kind of had difficulty parting with it, but he said, well, it's meant for you, so, but I still, like to keep it myself, but okay, I have to give it to you. But whenever you're not using it, whenever you're not looking at it, it will come back to you. And the moment you again want to use it, the moment you again look at it, again, it will disappear. It will appear. So it's a very magical bell. So it's not there right now. I'm not doing anything with it. I can't see it. Nobody can see it. So it's in the Himalayas. He's having fun, listening. I mean, okay, funny story, but we don't even know who we are. So who are you to say that this can be true? Let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's be a little humble. So we don't know that, and that's the problem with this whole universe. Like in meditation, when you shut down the senses, pratyahara, go deep inside, then you're no longer sure whether the world is there or not. Of course, when you open your eyes, it's again there, but that's not, proving anything. If you're in there, you don't know. Einstein also, that his cat in a box story. If the cat's in the box, and the box is, you can't see it through and can't hear any sound from it and so on. So if the cat's in there, you don't really know if it's in there, if it's closed. When you open it, okay, it comes out, but as long as it's closed, you have no idea. And he came with that story as a result of very, very important scientific experiences with tiny particles, where this seemed to also actually happen. That when they would be looking at a particle, it would be there, but when they would be looking at another particle maybe, or something, it appeared to disappear. So strange reality we have. But it came back. So, truly, we can go on a long time, but I think it's getting rather obvious, if not even boring, that our experiences can't learn much there if we're looking for the truth which never changes. Because these experiences are very relative, very temporary. Also this bell, okay, says, how do you call that, a noble metal, so it won't really disappear very fast if you bury it in the ground somewhere, but if you wait long enough, it'll be gone, So this is the same with everything in the universe, everything that comes, after some time it goes. So, experiences, no truth there.